Yo, 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 man, we back on the porch for another episode, bro. What's happening, man?
What's good with you, Unc?
Man, as always, man, it's your main man, Uncle Goat. And I always got Uncle Cuz in my corner over there.
Already gonna be there.
But it been a minute, man.
Rain, sleet, or snow. Going no fucking way.
Man, it been a whole minute since we
Yeah, bro. Yeah, life be lifing, huh?
Hey, man.
Life. Unc done came out here. Unc done came out here on the porch a couple of times. I try to come out here and drop a gem here, drop a gem there. But it been a damn. Ooh, I don't even know when the last time D4 heard something about a Black History fact, and we out here on the porch. You already know on the porch it comes with a Black History fact. So,
bro, you already know I keep a fact in the corner. So
yes, sir.
with that being said, bro, I'm a traveling man. You're a traveling man.
Yes, sir.
So we gonna keep it 100 since we just celebrated 250 years of Prince Hall masonry.
Yes, sir.
So March 6, 1775, Prince Hall and 14 other cats decided to take that journey.
What they went?
Hey man, we can't talk about it.
All right,
We can't tell you where they went, but they just took the journey for us to be here. You know what I mean? So,
yes, sir.
So shout out to Prince Hall and those 14 that took that journey with.
Yes, sir. We really appreciative of them brothers, man.
Yeah, so man, that Black history right there, man.
Yes, sir. That's Black excellence. That's what that is.
250 years, bro.
250.
That's a long time, man.
Long time, bro.
That was a long time to be traveling.
And it's gonna keep on long as time keep rolling, it's gonna keep on traveling.
Let me ask you this. I've been seeing, a lot of brothers going back and forth on the anniversary / someone called it Founders Day. How you feel about
that? Everything has a beginning, and all beginnings should be honored. You know what I mean? We should always pay homage to our starting point, because that gives you a visual of where you come from. It gives you a sort.
But is it Founders Day? Masonry was already established,
right?
They just didn't.
But Prince Hall masonry wasn't established. I mean, you're right. Masonry it's the same. It's just a difference because we had to establish our own branch of masonry.
Right.
That's the only difference that I can think of is, we had to establish our own branch versus just coming in as a regular, I'm a Mason. But if you ask me, I'm a Mason. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it. I get it from both sides. I understand. Some want to say founders. I'm not one of those because like I wouldn't say it was found. You know what I mean? It was masonry was already here, but we just was a part of it. You know what I mean? So it's like it was here. You didn't want us to be a part of it. We worked our way in and we here. So, saying Prince Hall Masonry, happy anniversary. And you know what? I respect everybody's opinion on if it's Founders Day, Anniversary Day. But, a lot of people I want to say go that Greek life and say Founders Day, you know what I mean? Like,
and Masonry ain't got nothing to do with Greek.
Masonry ain't got nothing to do with Greek. But shout out to all the Greeks or whatnot.
You
know what I mean?
Greeks, do y'all thing, man. 2-hand salute. Keep doing y'all thing. We're proud of y'all. We love y'all.
We love y'all.
You know what I mean? We love y'all for being y'all. Keep doing it.
But 250 is 250.
Huh, man?
Yeah.
And then I don't think now one of them got 250. I don't know.
250 is a long time, man.
That's a very long time, sir.
Especially when a time where it's hard now, but it really was hard back then. So.
Yeah, because things were
different.
Very much so, and it was it was where you truly had to learn your craft.
Right.
You had to truly learn your trade, and no matter what that was, you knew it.
Yeah. Right. And you know, a lot of respect to those guys back then because, you know, a lot of them couldn't
Oh
write.
man,
But when it came to this craft, they was on point. You know what I mean?
Point.
So
Yes,
it was
sir.
like, hey man, like times are different, you know what I'm saying? We all can learn something from them back in the day or how they operated and a lot of guys now just wanna wear paraphernalia and all that good stuff. They don't wanna put in that work. But you know, hey, like you always say, be the change you want.
That's it, bro.
Be the change you want.
That's it.
So with that said, how did you get into your journey?
I actually inquired when I was 21.
All right.
I inquired a brother, and the brother told me, "Give me $400." Huh? I'm just trying to
give me your money.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what is this? And you know, bro,
Right.
hey, well, give me 400. Did I tell you about it? I'm like, oh, okay. So,
Just like that.
just like that, and I left it at that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, seeking you shall find. Came back, man, it came back 10 years later. Yep. I came back 10 years later when I was downrange. And we had a lodge established on our farm, and talked to a brother that introduced me to another brother that introduced me to another brother that got me where I needed to go, you know, and I've been traveling ever since. I've met brothers from Texas, from Oklahoma, from Washington jurisdiction, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Florida, 3-letter, 4-letter. I have traveled and had the honor of serving with brothers from a variety of locations. The reason that I went in was I want to be a pillar of my community. No matter which community I'm in, I want to be involved. I want to be out there actively making a change in the environment that I am in.
Right.
You know, that's part of why I say be the change.
Right. So was anybody, did you know anybody personally that was a Mason at the time? Prince Hall Mason?
Oh man, I had plenty of military buddies that were Prince Hall Mason friends, and I didn't even know my pops was one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But again, that's a conversation that we can have about how we as men, we don't communicate.
Yeah.
We don't talk to each other, and we don't have those conversations simply because men don't talk.
Right.
That's the facade we go up under, but a different rabbit hole. We'll come back. Yeah, I wanted to be that pillar, and I didn't know my dad was one until I came. You know, I went through, came home, and you know he did what we do, and
Right.
you know what I mean. He was like, "Yeah,
Y'all
hey,
go, I'm like, well, what you know about that?
yeah, and you know, lo and behold, as you know now, you know, hey, me and Pop, I had the privilege of sitting in the lodge with my Pop. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Man, shout out to Franklin Lodge 210 Unadilla,
Yes, sir.
man.
Shout out Franklin 210. Shout out to New Light Lodge number 67 over in Washington jurisdiction as well, man.
That was
Yeah. So I gave a synopsis of me, how I got in and what brought me in. What about you, Unc?
man. Bro, it's like, honestly, like back then growing up, it was like I didn't know much about masonry. So it was more of I was more leaning toward the Greek life. You know what I mean? So I was in Upward Bound program, Fort Valley State, throughout high school or whatnot. So you constantly on campus with college students. You know what I'm saying? You see everybody, you know what I'm saying, from Alpha to Kappas to Q Dogs, Sigma. You see everybody, and you're like, you know what? Didn't look much into it at the time. So, but you know, just going off what I like, what I see students doing. I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna do anything, it either was gonna be Alpha or Omega. Like that's where I was leaning towards. You know, I like when I get to college. You know what I mean? So, so it. I'm not gonna call the frat out, but it was one summer. One summer we on campus for 6 weeks, getting that college life. You know, 15, 16 years old, and walking across campus, and some little stuff went down like in broad daylight, bro. Like that I didn't quite agree with. You know what I'm saying? If I want to be a part of any fraternity, you know what I'm saying? Like, just I couldn't rock with what they was doing, and you know, like they later on, you know what I'm saying, got, you know, removed from the yard for a little bit, but at the time, you know what I'm saying, I asked the older guy, I'm like, hey man, why that went down like that? And he was like, hey man, he pledging, blah, 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 blah. I understand. You may have to go through some stuff, you know what I'm saying, make me do some push-ups or give me some, but you know, the way that young man was disrespected, you know what I mean, like yeah. I couldn't rock with it. But at the same time, that was young me, and I held that against all fraternity.
Right, because like, of what you saw one do.
For what I saw one doing, you know what I mean? And that's just like everybody in the church ain't right. You know what I mean? Just because I go to church, I mean you're right. Like, just because this person of this fraternity did whatever they did, don't make it right. But I, as a 15, 16-year-old kid, you know, I held that against everybody. I like, oh no, all of them do like that. You know what I mean? All on. I'm putting everybody in the same category.
All y'all do the same thing. No, I don't want to hear that talk. No, I don't want to do that. Yes, here you do. Yes, here you do. Y'all ain't finna fool me with that bull stuff.
So you know what I'm saying? Like so after that, you know, I wanted to do it, but then I was like, no, I'm good on that. So, you know what I'm saying, graduated out of school, all that good stuff, went off to school. And like I said, I never knew anybody in my family personally that was a Mason. I knew I wanted to be a part of something. So, but, you know, shout out to my man, Craig Fuller, man. Craig was an older military cat, probably, you know what I'm saying, did Desert Storm and all that good stuff. Got out of the military, decided to, you know, further his education.
Okay.
After doing his thing. But you know what I'm saying, he was older than us, probably like 10 years at the time. And he was a Mason. You know what I mean? Okay. So, and I seen how Craig carried himself and all that good stuff. So I was like, you know what, man? You know, we talking, asking how old you gotta be, and he was like, you know, it all depends on where you at, because, you know, in the state of Georgia, it was 21.
Yeah.
But, you know, if my memory served me correct, I want to say Craig went military. So, you know, maybe where he went was 18. So I'm thinking you had to be 18. All right, cool. Just so happened, go to church, you know what I'm saying? I got one of the mamas that gonna make you go to church. You know what I mean? What
you staying at him?
You live up under my roof, you going to church.
You going to church.
So, all right, cool. And then got to the point where you going to Sunday school. So we there all day. All day.
Yeah.
So Deacon Buck Coles, Felder Coles. You know what I mean? So he was one of the older deacons, and he was the Sunday school teacher at the time.
Okay.
So basically, you know, and sometimes he'll just sit there and let the assistant teacher, you know, teach the lesson.
Yeah.
So basically, I sat behind him. He on that front, I'm on the second. Sat behind him. He always had his arm, you know, stretched out across the seat, and bruh, he had this nice Masonic ring.
Yeah.
And the whole, I can't pay attention to what's going on because
that light got
you. I'm looking at that the whole entire time. I'm looking at that the whole entire time.
Yeah.
So, you know, I like, oh, oh, Mr. Buck, you know, he amazing. So, of course, I'm scared to ask, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but at the time, I'm younger. I'm 15, 16 years old. So I'm like, all right, cool. So get this. I'm jumping all over the place. But when I got to school, after when I got to college, once Craig told me, hey, you could be 18, all right, cool. I turned 18, I like, all right, now no longer staring at that ring. So I had a few years to build myself up to asking.
Yes, sir.
Because I ain't know what's gonna happen, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? So doggone, I asked him one after Sunday school, one before church. Ask him, I like, what's up with the ring and how can I be a part? Man, that cat had like the biggest smile on his face. Cause you got to realize, like he done seen me from,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, the womb on. You know what I mean? So he had like the biggest smile on his face. He was like, you know how many years I've been waiting? I've been waiting all your life for you to ask me that. So I'm like, oh, really? All right. So, doggone, he said, you got to be 21 at the time. So I was like, all right, cool. I get it. Bruh, every Sunday for 3 years. 3 years. You 21 yet? You 21 yet? You 21 yet? So I'm like, come on, man. Like,
Hey.
I like, no. But bruh, I remember turning 21 on a Sunday. On a Sunday.
Hey,
So,
how about that?
Turned 21 on a Sunday. I like, oh yeah. When he asked me today, I got a different answer for it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So went through Sunday school, blase after, you know what I'm saying? We chopping it up. He said, you 21 yet? I like, yes, sir. Just so happened to turn 21 today. Bruh, I ain't never. He always called me boy, Bo, Junior. He gonna call me something. He never called me by my name. Never.
Uh-huh.
Bruh, that man had this serious look.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Kurt, come in the annex with me. I'm sitting there like, who the hell is Kurt? You know what I mean? Like,
like me.
I
done forgot my name.
Bruh,
I ain't even know you knew my name.
Bro, exactly, boy. Like not no Bo, no Junior, no that boy, like nothing. So I like, oh shit, man, what I done got into? You know what I mean? So got back there, dude. He been carrying that application around just for me for 3 years. Ever since I asked, he whipped it out just like it wasn't there. Filled it out, and of course went through the investigation and all that good stuff, and of course, you know what I'm saying, like we get a lot of bad raps, you know what I'm saying, like you know, man, Masons, y'all ain't no good, y'all this and that, y'all a bunch of hoes, you bro, you name it, you hear it, y'all worship the devil. I like, man, come on, man, like.
If I do,
bruh,
you do too.
Bro,
I mean, you in the building. Do you see everyone? If you go outside of that church you in and look out there, you might see something out front up there.
Bro, like I like, man, I'm glad I'm not one of those people that just listen and just run with whatever somebody tell me. You know what I'm saying? I'm have to see for myself.
Right.
And I'm sitting here like, bro, they ain't on masonry. Ain't on no devil stuff.
Facts.
Because like, bro, if they are, man, Mr. Buck got everybody fooled, bro. I like, and I ain't going for that. Like, bro, I would have been so hurt. If I would have been so hurt, man, if that man, like, my whole life, and he done worship the devil. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, so anyway, got on. So 21 years old, going through first degree, didn't know what to expect. So, you know what I'm saying, everybody that done been through that journey, I already know what it is. Man, bro, I like, what I done got myself into, you know what I mean? So, I like, it is what it is, you know what I mean?
I wanted it.
Yeah, I want it. I want to be a part of something, and this it. So, I was like, still scared. Not
right.
It went. it wasn't scary. It's the whole unknown. You know,
Uh-huh.
I don't
Yes,
know
sir.
what's gonna happen. So
Yes, sir.
as I'm climbing them stairs, I was like, I ain't backing out, but I kind of want to know what's going on. So I was like, then you know your mind started messing with you. Be like, you know
Yeah.
what? Am I about to meet the devil? Like, am I? so I'm like, nah. I say I'm good, but bruh, it's like when I heard Mr. Buck in there praying, bro, I like, yo, this it. This all me. Nah, different story when I got on the other side of the door. He ain't know me. You know what I mean? But
Exactly.
But it is what it is, and you know what I mean. Like he was there. He made sure I was there. He was there for that first degree. Like
What's up,
he was there, and then after I got in, you know, then that's when I later on found out that my cousin Robert, you know what I mean,
right?
Doggone, yeah, my granddaddy was one, and I didn't know that until you know.
Your legacy.
Yeah. I ain't know that till like later on, you know what I mean? My grandma, she put me on to that and gave me some of his stuff, like old Dunkins and
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, man. He's like,
that's what's up, man.
But definitely enjoyed it, man. You know what I mean? Like after that, like you say, you do it. You can't go nowhere without meeting a brother. You know what I mean? So and the thing about it, I just knew masonry. I never knew there was different types of mason. Well, one mason is all a mason, you know what I mean? But it was Prince Hall, so luckily I got on the right track. You know what I mean? So yeah, I know some guys that just take it and run with it, you know what I'm saying? Clandestines or whatnot, and just, oh man, it's all the same. Hey man, whatever. Like
it is. We all know the same thing.
Mm.
We all know the same thing, but it's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a difference, and I mean, I truly feel that we are doing what we should be doing.
Right.
Whenever we are doing for the community.
Yeah. And man, like once I got in, I was working at night at the time when I got in, so it was like it wasn't like a lot of meetings I can hit at the time. But then I got promoted and went to day shift and all that good stuff, and so it was like for the longest, you know, like in any other small lodge, man, like the attendance is not where it need to be, participation is not where it need to be, but you know. Coach Ward, you know, and Arthur Ross.
Yeah.
Like them two cats right there, man, it's like they say, hey, look, we believe in you. Hey, just continue to do your part. You know what I mean? Come to me.
That's
all
it.
right, cool, bro. Like it be some meetings where we'll go to meet. It's only us three. Cool. But like although we didn't officially meet, it's like I picked their brain. Man, I used to stop by Bro Ross' house at least twice a week after I get out of work and just talk. Or just talk and doggone he'll put me on and of course, you know what I'm saying, anybody that know Bro Ross can talk. Bro Ross gonna doggone.
Hey, yes, sir.
Bro Ross gonna show enough tell you the same story. And yes, you know it ain't a locker. He gonna tell it the same way every time. Every time.
Time. You gonna get it the same way.
And then, man, you know what? I like even Coach Ward, man. Coach Ward is like he was quiet. He was quiet, but once you it's just like anything else. Once you get to talking to somebody about something they're interested in, they just gonna
light up.
Yeah, man.
Once that light come on, man, beautiful.
Man, between them two guys, man, like, yeah. I appreciate them for everything they done for me in masonry. You know what I mean? So it's like even being a young brother, man, dude. I remember it was on like 20. Came in July 3rd, 03, right before I turned 22. So, of course, came in senior deacon, then went straight to election, went straight to senior warden, and then after that, they was like, "Hey, you next in line." Like I'm like I'm talking like want me to jump to straight to worship master, bro. I like, oh nah, man, I ain't ready for that. I ain't like, I'm like, nah, bro. Then so I declined. I declined during election or whatnot, and they basically just told me like, all right, we'll let you slide this year, next year, yeah, ain't. And then at the time, like as I got older, I realized, and they even told me that they like, look, we see something in you that you don't see in yourself. And you know what I'm saying? Like once they broke it down to me like that, it's like, you know what? That's respect. Cause a lot of older cats don't expect, somebody younger than them to be in leadership like that, to be over them. You know what I mean? And they always told me, they were like, look, they was like, yeah, you in charge, you in the seat, whatnot. We here every step of the way. You know what I mean? So it's like, and like I said, bro, I appreciate them guys for everything they done, man. It's like they the reason that I'm the Mason that I am today. You know what I mean? Cause a lot of people when like I know, man, like once you get in, everybody pulling at you. Oh, bro, come holler at me. You need anything? Come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge wise, come holler at me. But after that, you don't see them cats no more. And they constantly checking on me, man. Like, bro, I'm 25 years old, worship master, man. Like, and come on, man. like it was just different, man. You know what I mean? And like whenever I lack the knowledge, they was there. They were there to give it to me, man. So he's like, hey, yeah, I enjoyed my journey so far, and still pushing, man.
That part right there, bro. Keep on pushing this thing. You know what I'm saying? As long as the wheels keep rolling, we gonna keep going.
Oh yeah, for sure. But man, it's like, I don't know, man. Like you can't make grown people do something.
Nope.
So it's like,
you can't make anyone do anything.
Right.
You can only make yourself do what you feel needs to be done. That's all. That's the only person you can control, man. And again, I don't drop that little gem on Nourishment for Evolution. I don't drop that gem a couple of times, man. That's where confusion and conflict comes into connections when individuals try and control someone else.
Right.
Because you don't know what that other person has going on or what they're going through. You only see what you see, and that's what you want. You're not taking into consideration in most cases, what that other person got going on. And if they were to, when they do sit back and reevaluate the situation, that's when most see that, damn, I might have kind of overreacted a little bit then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I could have just went, but man, my bad, bro. I ain't even have to cuss you like that, man. My bad. You know what I'm saying? And then you lucky if you get that, because again, that other individual could be that individual like, oh, that's what you want. That's the energy you want. Okay. Well, let go then. I'm a firecracker too. Yeah, you mean? Shit.
Yeah. I enjoy masonry. Like I love it. You know what I'm saying? When I'm able to attend meetings, hey man, I'm there. Trying to as master of my lodge. I'm trying to motivate everybody. You know what I'm saying? But you're only as good as the people around you. I got good people around me, so
what's up?
That's the thing, So we shaking and baking, baby.
Shaking and baking out here, man. You know, it's been a minute, boy, since
Oh.
we've been out here on this here post. How long we been out here on this post, man? Shoot. I don't even know.
Man, hey, times fly when you're having fun.
It
man.
does, don't it, man? That joint just slipped right on by you, man.
Yeah,
Just slipped right on by you, but we ain't holding nobody down. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We ain't gonna hold nobody down. You know, we appreciate everything that everybody do. You know what I mean? Y'all send in them questions, comment. You know what I mean? Bangyourheadstudios.com. Bangyourheadstudios@gmail.com. Send in them questions. If you got questions you want to come on the porch and sit down and chop it up with us, you know, hey, we here.
We
Hit
don't
us up.
bite. We don't bite.
We don't bite at all, man.
But the only thing we ask you to do is stand on all 10.
All 10 on.
That's it.
Stand on all 10 on.
So-
On everything you say and everything that you do.
Yeah.
Got to be able to do that, man.
Say what you mean what you say.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes, sir. But
good.
dig it. Before we get up out of here, bro, you know what I mean? I got a little something I want to talk. You know, like I was saying earlier, I alluded to that, you know, we as men don't talk, right?
All right.
And that has caused a divide within our community because we've shown that we don't talk. And when we do talk, in most cases, we with our boys and we jiving and just cutting loose, you know what I mean? Letting loose some steam.
Why do you think we don't talk?
Because the more you talk, the more is known about you.
Yeah.
Because some individuals find themselves talking but not doing. So you done said this, but you ain't did that.
Right.
Why? Why is it that individuals want to present a facade? What's so bad about just being yourself?
I feel you on that. You know what I mean? So it's like me with me. I'm a private person. Like I don't want everybody in my business.
Tenfold with you.
Because I feel like the more I talk to you. Like, okay, now you finna go tell somebody else my story, but you finna get it all wrong. Like,
but see, and yes, sir.
Okay, so, but I don't know, man. To each his own. But I talk when I need to talk. Sometimes I just be on chill. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a try to figure it out myself, person. Before
you should, you got to have your own perspective and your own viewpoint before you go into it and say anything. You got to have some knowledge of it.
Yeah, but sometimes you just gotta go. You gotta speak up for it before it get too late. You know what I mean? Like if you need help, just like I seen this clip with Bernie Mac talking about somebody say, "Hey Mac, hey man, I need some help. I'm in financial bind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 8 months behind on my mortgage or whatnot." You know what I mean? Then Mac like, "Yeah, you should have called me when you was a day behind." You know what I mean?
Right. You don't let
it you don't let it get out of hand. You know what I mean? So it's like I try to figure it out, and then if I can't, that when you need to say something, but you don't need to wait till it's too late before you say something. And I think us as men, we wait too late on a lot of time because you know what I'm saying, we want to have that we all men got to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? When we actually don't. Hey man, we need help. We fall to the wayside too. So
facts. There's nothing wrong with saying, "Oh wow, thank you for enlightening me."
Right.
It doesn't have to be, "Oh, I didn't know." All it has to be is, "Thank you for enlightening me."
Yeah.
If you really appreciate the knowledge, now apply it. But that's how you show that you appreciate the knowledge, by applying it. But let me drop this piece on them so we can go and get off of this porch, man. We ain't gonna hold these folks out here all night. King to king. I know you know the possibilities of what might happen simply because of your anatomy. Stand tall, but bend your knees to embrace your fall. Positive that if we snap, we lose it all. Call when you need. Kings lift kings too. Our comprehension will determine the height of our climb. Understand that everything has a why. Ensure you see it upon revelation. If you don't love it, leave it. Be it being or thing, it disturbs your peace. Address and adjust. Ensuring your actions warrant the moment. Crown straight. Plan believe. Goal achieve. Take it how you want. King to king. You dig?
This way.
Until we see y'all, you already know. Be where you
Bang
at
Your
while you
Head
there.
Studios.
Peace.